Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't know how exciting this video is going to end up because I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this quite yet. But I picked this up yesterday and I bought it for a seat that was already, which I already removed. 4-speed gear drive, has a Briggs & Stratton engine in it, and somebody painted it green and yellow. It's a Simplicity or something to that note. If you hear hissing, it's this tire. The valve stem insert is gone and I cannot get a new one to thread in. Looks like the wheel had calcium, so it's probably rusted up in the threads. So just the valve stem cap's holding air in it a little bit. I do not know really anything about this tractor. I got a fairly good deal on it. So if anyone has any information, please let me know. I did a lot of research last night and I need to uncover, I don't know if y'all can see, this decal is supposed to be a serial number, I guess. So there's, and this one here, I can see that it's under there. So I'm going to get some sandpaper or something and I'm going to see what I can do as far as digging in and finding some numbers on it. It's either a Simplicity 101, a 1200 or 1100 or something like that, or 10, something to that effect. It's 66 or 7 if it's a Simplicity, or my thought is maybe an Alice Chalmers B10. So I'm going to dig around, and it's painted green like I said, so I'm going to dig around and see if I can find some decals and see what it might look like. So I'm going to put y'all on the stand, time lapse it while I sand off that. Okay guys, I am going to work on removing the gas tank because with it in there, I can't get to a lot of the electronics on the dash. So I need to get it out. That way I can see what I'm doing. So let's start a time lapse and get to it. Gas tank's out. It was stuck in there pretty hard. You see there's some yuck and putty over here. Random junk pretty much. It'll all get cleaned out better eventually. Next, order of business. Start digging into this wiring a little bit. You see here, this wire was lights, which this wire was lights. For those of you who might be getting... Blah, blah, blah. Try that again. For those of you who might be getting mad about me ripping some of these wires out, don't bother, because it's going to get rewired. Okay, so here's inline fuse and a bunch of their wiring for lights. So now that this wire mess is a little bit more out of the way, ooh, we still got a good bit of mess though. Okay, so we got this one to figure out where it goes. This battery tray looks like it's a royal fun show to get out, so we're just going to leave it right in there and work around it. And of course you got this relay or fuse or whatever the hell this is, flasher. They had flashers on this thing. Huh. Anyway, the wiring mess up here is now mostly gone. I mean, there's still wire coming out of the lights and stuff that we need to junk. But I think that all this here is obviously for these lights was these two, which probably go to the same spot. Then this one was more than likely the flashers on the rear of the tractor. So that's what these two switches here are for. And obviously they had plans to put 4 more things in there because I can't find anything that says that's factory. Huh, maybe this is supposed to go here, but I doubt it. Have to check into a wiring diagram or something. Okay, so this is obviously negative, and this one would be positive. And that one goes directly to the starter button. So yeah, it's fairly self-explanatory. I do need to find and trace some of these other wires. Like this is loose. And this goes to the amp meter. So I bet you $1 this goes here on the voltage regulator. But like I said, I'd need to find me some more information. Hydraulics are froze up, so I'm gonna have to take some of this apart and figure out what the deal is. It appears to be froze up to go into the pump. Amazing. It's got the oil soaked foam filter in it. And I said earlier I believe that it was a B10 Alice Chalmers. It's either that or a Simplicity Landlord. I'm still trying to find anything I can find on it. Like you guys saw a few minutes ago, sanded this down, and there's a tag, or what's left of a tag here, but I don't know if I sanded the black off of it in the writing or if it was already sanded off when they painted it. So yeah, this I found out is for a top link, and like I was thinking, the 3-point hook in that, and then the top link's just what lifts it for some reason, but whatever. Okay, works for me. So like I said, anybody that knows anything about this, let me know. Don't know when this video will be up, but you know, I was told that this is the differential in here. Looks kind of small, but I mean, it could be, I don't know. Over there's just a normal hub, so wouldn't put it past it. But I'm thinking that I'll just leave those switches in there and completely unhook them. And get this wiring nightmare out of here. So that's my thought. I'm gonna look around in here and see what I find and bring you guys back in a couple minutes. Okay guys, I got all the shit wiring ripped out of it that was just redneck in there. And I found a nice hole that this looks like it's supposed to mount in, just like that. Now we don't have 400 loose wires everywhere. I also called the local Briggs dealer. He told me it's a Baught, a 1964. It's in Simplicity Landlords was one of the things it's in. So that's what I'm guessing this might be. It's about a 9 horse, give or take one. He was not able to get an actual power out of his computer, I guess, so whatever. And some of the parts I need, I got prices on. But that's the model number right there. Model 23D, type 0129, space 01. Serial number is 16889. So that's what this motor is. And I talked to a guy that bought it from the original owner that sold it to the guy that I bought it from. And he told me that it ran, I think he said last ran was early 2000s, and it was painted green in the 90s. So it's been sitting since the original owner died, and his son sold it, is cleaning out the house and sold it. So we are going to get it going and try and use it, see what happens. Like I said, it's about a 64, so early 60s. So we're going to see what we can do. The key switch still froze up. It turns the whole key switch in the hole. Starter button, it's good. Guy I bought it from said he threw a battery in it and it turned over with the starter. So that's a good sign. And I got all that wiring out of it. That's all redneck wiring. That's not factory. None of that's factory. So I removed both switches from the dash and got all the extra wiring out. I did leave the pieces for the flashers on there along with some wire in case I want to hook it all back up. Same with the that thing, dash light wire is still there in case I want to hook that back up. See here. So I'm thinking about getting some LED light pods for the front, and if I get it running, of course. I'm not gonna mess with it if I don't get it running, but if I can get it running again, LED light pods on the front. I'll hook this back up so I have a dash light. It's definitely going to need some help. It's kind of sketchy. And I might put flashers back on it, but we'll see. Or I might just put like rear lights or something. The cigarette lighter is froze in the in position. It won't move. It's stuck. So replace that, put a cigarette lighter in it and wire it up. And yeah, maybe make it nice. So any Simplicity guys out there, this is a Simplicity Landlord, I'm guessing, a 9-horse Briggs or so. I'm going to ask around in some Facebook groups. If anybody has any info on it or parts, please let me know. I'm going to drop some pictures right here of some different things that I found. They're Alice and Simplicity, so don't get mad at me, but you know, I'd like to get rear 3-point for it, and maybe a tiller, whatnot. So I'll drop some pictures right here and we'll get back to it.